Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. How you going? Yes, I have popped on a little bit early, but I'm so excited because I just had the postman at my door. And guess what he delivered me? Yes, the Snowflake Showcase. So I have it in my hot little hands. So I did have a plan of what I was actually going to do in my live video. And now I think it's just about going out the door because we need to play with the new Snowflake Showcase as well. So hopefully I'm going to be able to think of something creative to do with this new, even if I just show you anyway what it's all about. And I'm just going to share this into some of my groups. And we will get started. So hello everyone. Everybody jump on, say hello. Hey Vicky, hey Jan, how you going? Hey Matthew, how you going? Thanks for sharing, Matthew. Hey Chrissy, how are you? Hey Taylor, how you going? Was just chatting in a chat with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a wonderful time showing these new products to you. So I do have, and Matthew, now that you're on, I'll let you know, your mother's probably not around, but your mother wanted me to do the beautiful baubles. So I'm actually doing the beautiful baubles today in my live videos so that, so if she's not home and she's not catching it, please, tell her that I'm going to do that just for her. It was a special request. Hey Nikki, how you going? G'day Becca, how you going? Okay, so I'm just going to try and find where my live video is on here. Is that me live now? No, yes, no. No, that's not me. So sorry, I'm just trying to get my device to work here so I can, maybe I need to go back out and back in. So what are you all up to today? Hey Susan, how you going? Thanks for joining. And now it's just decided to freeze. Thank you. Facebook, we've got to love you, don't we? Okay, there. I should come up now. I am really early. Well, I'm not really early. This is daylight savings time. So 11 p.m. for you, but you're excited. That's awesome. Yeah, it's daylight savings time. So in New South Wales, this is 2 o'clock for us. I know that everybody else, it's 1 o'clock if you're in Queensland. And if you're all over the world, which Nikki just said it's 11 p.m. and she's excited. So that's awesome. Hey, Suzanne, how you going? You were thinking you had another hour of ironing to do, Megan. Well, I'm sorry. I've disrupted your ironing session, but I have new products to show you. So isn't that awesome? So I've got the Happiness Surroundings, the Snow is Glistening, I've got the Snowfall Thinlets, and I've got the beautiful little snowflake embellishments, and I've got this beautiful paper. So I'm going to, you've been shopping and now you're chilling? Sounds good. Not 2 p.m. yet. It's 1:55. I'm 5 minutes early, I know, but I was a little bit excited. Hey Tanya, how you going? Thanks for joining. So I was a little bit excited. So once again, people, you know the drill. If you share my video, then you can go into the draw, and the draw for this month is going to be this favorite stamp set of mine, the Winterwood stamp set. So if you're in Australia and you can and you're eligible to enter the draw, please share my video and type shared in the comments to let me know that you've shared the video. Sorry, I'm trying to read what Jan just said. Starting to make Christmas cards with the stylish Christmas stamp set. Sounds wonderful, Jan. Okay. Hey Sherry, hey Wendy, thank you all for popping on. So if I don't mention you, I'm not trying to ignore you. Comments are coming thick and fast. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is let's get started because I think you want to see these new products. And I've got to stop and think about what I'm going to do. So I might go into the cards that I already had planned and I'll think about something that I'm going to do with this stamp set as I go along. Okay, so I'm going to turn the light on. This is scary because I'm going to turn the lights on. And then it's really scary, and I'm going to flip yours forward. Okay, oh. Have I told you that this phone is so heavy in my holder? I'm going to have to invest in a new holder, I think. Okay, so can you all see that? Look at this brand new stamp set. It's so exciting. It's so pretty. So I'll move it up a bit so you can see what it is. So I'm just going to get this stamp set here. So Snow is Glistening. Simply beautiful stamp. Look at this. I think this is just gorgeous. We're going to be able to do some really cute backgrounds with that. We've got some beautiful snowflakes, and I know that we don't have snow here in Australia, but I don't know about you. I love snowflakes for Christmas cards. And beautiful Christmas tree made out of snowflakes. And look at these beautiful script, the sentiments that they have here. Merry Christmas to you, peace on earth to all the world. Sending a blizzard of wishes for a wonderful season. Each snowflake is beautiful, sparkling, and special, just like you. Joy for you. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful little star shape here. Absolutely gorgeous, I think. So I've got a few ideas running around in my head already. It is beautiful, Margaret. Yes, it is stunning. Okay, and they've also done happiness surround. So the reason that they've done this happiness surround, so that it's not all snowflake. So it's for other seasons as well. Now this is sending positive thoughts. Hello friend, here's to new beginnings. It's your day. Congratulations. Surround yourself with happiness. And these beautiful mandala shaped flowers and things. Absolutely stunning stamp set as well. Now, these thinlets are supposed to be massive. So I'm thinking, oh, you love the gold. Are you talking about the gold that's sitting under here? Because that's for my project that you're doing, that I'm doing next. Anyway, look at these snowflakes. Oh my Lord. That is just simply stunning. Is there anything on the back of that? No, just that. Wow. So we've got we've got snowflakes of all different sizes. We've got beautiful little leaves, and there's more than one of them, so we won't be forever trying to cut everything out. What a stunning set. Now, the thing is, if you absolutely love this set and you are not part of my team, we are able to, as demonstrators, we are able to purchase this right now. If you wanted to be part of my team, you wanted to join my team, and you wanted these products in your starter kit, you can order them in your starter kit. Now, the starter kit, you get $235 worth of products for $169. So if you're interested, please message me. Please send a message to my inbox. I would be happy to chat with you about it. There is no pressure when you join my Stampin' Up team. My team is called the Wild Heart Crafters. We're a wonderful group of girls, and we have so much fun together. And the beauty of once you actually purchase the starter kit, you then get 20% off all your orders. Why would you not want to join my Wild Heart Crafters? I would love to have you as part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. Now, they also have some cute little, hi Maria, hey Jan, how you going? They also have some really, g'day Sherry, I don't know whether I said hello to you as well. There's so many people popping on. Thank you all for joining. This is awesome. These are beautiful snowflakes. Look at these snowflakes, little embellishments for our cards. Is there two different ones? I think there is. Yes, there's two different ones. Is there only two different ones? Yeah, I think there's only two different ones, but look at those. They are simply gorgeous. Hey Kathleen, how you going? Yeah, so simply beautiful. So those you get, does it tell us how many you get in a set? No, it doesn't tell us how many, but they're called the Snowflake Trinkets. So they're super cute for our projects as well. And this paper is something that I really wanted to check out. Susan's saying, Megan, we really need these. You do, girls. You need it. I'm positive you do. Now, this is apparently white velvet sheets. Now, this will be interesting. White velvet sheets. Oh, my Lord. Ah, that is, I don't know whether you can see that. It's going to be hard. It's white. It's very hard to see. But it feels like velvet. It is simply stunning. Gorgeous. And apparently people have been embossing this velvet. So Yeah, apparently it comes up really, really nice. So that's something that I think we could have a look at too. Hey, Michelle, thanks for jumping on and joining. All right. Okay, so some food for thought, I think. I'm going to have to be thinking about this while I do some other things because I've got some other things already planned. So I will think about that set. But as I said, you can purchase it if you decide that you want to join my team. You can purchase it in your starter kit, which is fantastic. All right. So I'm going to get started. Now, this one is especially for Karen Alford because Karen actually spoke to me on the phone the other day when she placed her order, and she was saying to me, please, please, can you do something with the beautiful Bulbul stamp set? So I said, sure, I'm happy to do that for you. No problem whatsoever. So I've got a bit of a thought process happening here. I love the gold, and I think I want to use the framelets are gorgeous in this stamp set. There is more. There is more. Where did I put the rest of the framelets? Lord knows, I've lost them already. Anyway, this is the framelit that I'm going to be using for this one anyway. I don't know what I did with the framelets. I got them out to use. Oh, they're in the back here. Okay, so there is more. Okay, so there is the beautiful, this makes like a beautiful type of doily type of look, but a lovely intricate border. So I'm going to do that out of our glimmer paper. Plus we've got some other things as well. So, and there's a unique stamp in this stamp that is quite interesting to use. Oh, no worries, Michelle. I hope I can make your headache go away. Okay, Michelle's had a lot on her mind today. You just need to relax and chill, Michelle, and enjoy a little bit of crafting. Now, this stamp here, I want to show you. I've got it mounted up on my block, all ready to go. It is one entire stamp. But when you go to the framelets can cut them out so you can get a bit of a 3D look. The framelets, what you do is you stamp the image down and the framelets goes over the top and cuts the whole lot out all at once. So that is a fantastic framelit. I love framelets when they do that. So that's something to look forward to. If you haven't got this bundle, it's really, really worthwhile because there's so many different things we can do with it. Okay, so the first thing what I want to do is I actually want to cut this one. So as you can see, we have this beautiful die. It's going to cut the circle out in the middle, so I want the circle actually cut out in the middle. And I also want it cut out in the gold glimmer, but I want to cut out the circle in my Whisper White piece as well. And I'm going to do it up towards the top, but I want to cut that out. I know it's not going to, my piece that I've got cut here is a little bit small for it, but that is okay. I don't actually mind that it's a little bit small. I just want it to be cut into my cardstock so that then I can put this other framelit over it. So this is the first time I've used it. So if this does not work, we may have to start again, but we will find out. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my Big Shot and pop that into view. Now, if I miss your comments, people, I will try and come back. If I miss your comment and you really want to know something, please, please just comment again. I may catch it the second time round. Just gets a little bit hard when you're trying to craft and trying to read comments at the same time. So hopefully, if I'm right, this all should stay in the cardstock. And it will cut the middle circle out. Sorry, I'm just adjusting that camera there. So let me hope I am right. Yes, I am right. So I want to keep that circle. Now, I'm actually going to, can I line that up again? Because it didn't really, I was a bit naughty. I didn't really check that. I'm actually going to see if I can do it over that way. And it doesn't really matter because this is actually going to go underneath. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to turn it up the other way. The reason I'm going to turn it up the other way is when you have trouble with an intricate die, sometimes if you turn it up the other way, it actually cuts better. Okay, so as you can see, that has cut way better by turning it up the other way. So I don't even really care that those pieces are still in there because my other piece that I'm going to cut out is going to cover that. So while I've got the big shot out, I may as well cut out this piece of the glimmer paper as well. I'm just going to use my brush here to, the little brush to get the intricate pieces out of this here. So now the main thing is you should always clean your dies out before you go to cut your next piece. You need to always clean your dies out and make sure you've got all the pieces out, because if you've still got pieces left in your die, it will stop your next die cut from cutting properly. So just turn it over and make sure that it's definitely all out, which it is. Pop that aside. Okay, so I'm going to lay that down on my glimmer paper. And actually, I'm going to turn it over the other way. I'm going to lay those both down like that. And I'm going to turn it upside down so I can actually see that it is cut out properly. And I'm going to put it over towards the edge because you get more pressure on the edges of your big shot than what you do in the middle. So I'm going to do that. I'm then going to lay my piece of gold glimmer paper over the top. And then I'm going to lay my cutting pad on top and run that through. I'm going to run it through a couple of times. You like this set, Shirley? You weren't sure? Now I guess you will have to get it. Oh, Shirley, I haven't even started crafting with it yet. So Susan's saying, thank you, I didn't know that. Turning it up the other way, yes, it cuts much better. Okay. So that looks like it's cut pretty well. So I'm just going to use my pokey tool now just to poke a few of those pieces out. And on glimmer paper, it's easier to turn it over the opposite way and poke out your pieces because you can see it, where when you've got it the glimmer side up, it's very hard to see those pieces. So I'm just going to carefully and quickly poke those out. And you're going to see this beautiful die cut that this lovely die cuts. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. Okay. Look at that. How stunning is that? Okay. We also have a glimmer piece in the middle that we've got cut out as well. So I'll just pop that aside now and I'll take the big shot out of the way. Okay. Now, we have a circle piece left here out of this layer that we're going to put on the front. I'm just going to get rid of all my pieces of glimmer here out of the way. Okay. I've made a massive mess this afternoon. Okay. Yes, the glimmer paper is from Stampin' Up, Susan. Yes, it is. It is our gold, actually I'm probably calling it glimmer paper. I think it's shimmer paper, maybe. But yeah, you'll find it in the back of the annual catalogue. It is simply stunning. And they've done a new type of glimmer paper now. It doesn't shed like it used to, so it's absolutely gorgeous paper. So I'm going to sit that onto that. So I've got a Whisper White base. I've got the thick Whisper White. It's cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches, and it's scored at 4 inches in the middle. Okay. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to heat emboss this stamped image. So we have the big round bauble, which is here. So I'm going to use my Versamark ink. And that's not the one. It's the grotty one. This one must be the clean one. Yes. So I'm going to use my Versamark ink. I'm going to use the embossing buddy to make sure that we don't have any residue of anything on our piece of Whisper White. I'm also going to get a scrap piece of paper. And pop a scrap piece of paper underneath so that if I over stamp, it doesn't go on my desk. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up with my Versamark ink. Now, because it's such a large stamp, I use my Versamark, I turn it over and ink it up like that. Okay. So this bauble, I want to stamp down, and I'm probably going to have to stand up to do this so I can get myself right over it. I actually want to stamp right over the white circle that we have, right in the middle there like that. I'm going to emboss in gold. See, we're doing gold here with the gold glimmer paper. I think embossing it with the gold will be nice. No worries, Crystal. Okay, so I'm just going to peel that off, and then we'll pop the gold embossing powder over the top. So you will now see how this bauble looks, and I'm probably a little bit off and crooked with it because it is a bit hard on a video to try and get it where it needs to be, but that's totally okay. All right. Now I'm just going to lift that up with my pokey tool and shake that off. And I was a bit crooked, but that's okay. I'm going to cope with that. I'm sure it's going to look all right. So I'm going to pop my gold into that, back into the container. And pop the lid on. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my heat gun to the number 2 setting. Susan's saying she loves it already. I am a little bit crooked with my circle, but you know what? Them's the breaks. We're going to go with it anyway. The gold ring that I cut out, it's gorgeous, isn't it, Matthew? I agree. Okay, so I heat emboss from behind. So hopefully you'll see this turn gold when it decides to go gold. There it goes on the edge. Sorry, I'm out of camera there. Trying not to burn my fingers. Okay, just gonna turn that around. Okay, now I can hold it. Always make sure you hold your heat gun away from your fingers. There you go, you can see it going gold there now. It's simply stunning, isn't it, heat embossing? I don't think you can get much better than doing heat embossing. I think it is the actual wow factor of stamping. I can tell you when I was first shown it, I was like, oh my God, I need to do that. Okay, so there we have a beautiful gold bauble. I think it needs to be done a little bit more in that middle section. That's it. Much better. Okay, so my plan is I want to be able to stick that on with my Tombow. Hey Carol, how you going? Thanks for joining. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Sometimes it's easier to lay the paper onto the stamp. Yes, I know. It was just I actually prefer to stamp and then cut out. So, but because of the way the actual framelit is, you actually have to cut it out with the framelit. I was thinking about maybe using just a circle shaped die, one of our large layering circles, but anyway, it's all good. So now what I want to do is I'm going to use glue dots, because I want to pop some glue dots on, because I'm gluing onto shimmer paper. I definitely want glue dots to hold that on properly, so I'm just going to grab my glue dots. And I'm just going to pop some glue dots all on the back of this Whisper White layer to hold it on. So just randomly around the edges of your cardstock, get some glue dots to hold that in place. And the reasoning behind my glue dots, the shimmer paper can sometimes stop your glue from sticking. I know some people use their liquid glue. I just prefer glue dots. It seems to definitely hold, and you know that it's going to stay on. I can remember years ago creating a beautiful card, and I had a shimmer background, and every time I came out, when it was on display, every time I came out, the label had fallen off the front, and I was like, why is that happening? And it was because it was on the shimmer paper. So now I'm just going to line that up carefully, and I'm going to get a really nice border all the way around. So just like that. Okay. Now the same thing with my bauble. I'm actually going to glue my bauble down in here, but I'm going to use my glue dots once again because I want this to definitely stick to my glimmer paper as well. So just a couple of glue dots around to glue that down. And we may find that my stamping that was a little bit off, it won't really matter once I put the border over the top. So I'm just going to glue that down into here, like so. And then I'm going to pop that over the top. So that's actually going to sit really, really nice. So I'm going to do that with my Tombow because we're just adding this onto cardstock because we've got our glimmer paper has that cardstock backing. So, and just a few random spots around to be able to glue that frame down where we want it. Okay, so just like so. Oh, hold it into place until the glue takes hold. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Now, there's a sentiment in here that says deck the hall. So I'm going to take a strip of Whisper White and I'm going to stamp deck the halls, which I think that one will be big enough. Yes. And I might have a slither of gold that may be big enough. We'll see. We'll see if that's big enough to do it. So I'm going to also emboss this one. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy again. You love the card, Matthew? Okay, I'm going to use my Versamark and ink up my Deck the Halls stamp. Now I just want to do it over towards the edge because I don't need all that cardstock. So I'm just going to get my head in here so I can see where I'm stamping. So stamp it down, stamp it up. Pop my lid on my Versamark. Grab my scrap piece of paper once again. And gold on my Deck the Halls. That's all right, Matthew. Sometimes our wonderful computers and phones and things spell some strange words, don't they? All good. Okay, so I'm going to pop that back into the container. And pop the lid on. Okay, so I'm going to heat emboss that one again. So I'm going to do that from underneath once again. Now the reason I heat from underneath is because our cardstock does warp, but when you heat from underneath, it warps in a direction that is good for gluing it down. It'll stay nice and straight on our card. If you do it from the top, it tends to curl up the wrong way and you'll find that you have a hard time getting it nice and straight on your card. But as you can see, that's going to sit really nicely on our card. where I find if you heat it from the top, it tends to want to curl up this way, and then when it curls up that way, you have a hard time trying to get it to sit the way you want it, nice and flat. So, okay, so I'm actually going to, I do have enough there. So what I'm actually going to do is, I think I'm going to flag the end of this one, so I might get my triple banner punch. Cut it off a bit first, and then I'll do the triple banner punch. Okay, so I'm going to slide it in and just flag that end. And I think I'm just going to do a slither of gold. I'm going to cut that. I want to cut that just nice and narrow because I just want to put a little slither of gold coming out from underneath it. So just bear with me while I trim this piece. Okay, so I just wanted a little piece, and then I'm going to flag the end of that as well. Take that rough edge off there, and I think that can pop in underneath that, just like so. I think that looks pretty cute. What do you think, people? Oh, Margaret was saying she was just going to ask why I did it from underneath. And I use all my scrap paper as well. Like I never not use my scraps. Like as you can see, all of those are just tiny little pieces that I had left over. So it's fantastic to use up all your scraps. Chrissy's saying she loves it. Carol's saying very clever. Catherine's saying lovely. It is pretty super cute, isn't it? And I must admit, I'm into pretty glimmery shimmer things for Christmas. I absolutely love. So I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, but I'm also going to put some glue dots on the back of my dimensionals to make sure that it sits up really well. So I'm using just the edges of my dimensionals here. Always use the edges. Don't ever waste them. So there. Shirley K. Told you would love it. I know, Shirley. I'm an enabler. You know me. Kathy's saying longer. What are you saying? Your wish list gets longer. Ah, dear. It happens to all of us, Kathy, I can tell you. My wish list never ends. I don't think I ever not have a wish list. Okay, so there we go. How's that for a super, super quick, beautiful card using the Baubles stamp set? So I did promise more for Karen, but seeing I will promise that I will do some more at another stage with this stamp set because I did have all these others lined up, but because I've got this new set, I feel like I need to and I want to use the new set. So we will see how we go. Okay, so the next card that I'm going to do, this is super, super cute. Pop that one to the side. The next card that we're going to do is a card using the stamp set that I'm going to be giving away as my freebie at the end of this month. Now, it is a simply stunning stamp set, this Winter Woods, and if you're anything like me, you will love trees, and I can tell you, I absolutely love, love, love trees. Now, I have used an embossing folder on this one, and it's slipping me as of the name of it just at this very stage. This is the embossing folder here, but I can't actually tell you what the name of it. But it's got the tree stems and branches. So it's one of our embossing folders. It's in our annual catalogue. So I've decided that I'm going to use my favorite, which is Blackberry Bliss, as my base. So I'm going to fold that in half. Okay. I'm also going to use Early Espresso, and I'm going to use, this is our Sahara Sand. I'm having a blank this afternoon. Sahara Sand cardstock that I've already embossed. So, I did it ahead of time so that we got more things done in this crafting session. So I'm going to layer that up onto my Early Espresso card. So I've got that layer happening. Okay, so I've just got a tiny, tiny bit of that Early Espresso showing through. I have my branches up the right way. Okay. Then I decided what I wanted to do is use the big tree out of this stamp set and actually stamp a tree onto some Sahara Sand using the Early Espresso. So I wanted to sway away from the traditional Christmas colours that you would normally use with this stamp set. Wanted to stay away from the greens and the reds, and I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm just going to grab a block to pop that on. Okay. So I've got my Sahara Sand here. I'm going to bring that in. So once again, this is a big stamp, so I'm going to turn my ink pad over and I'm going to ink it up using my Early Espresso ink pad. And I'm going to stamp that down onto this Sahara Sand because I'm going to cut this out. And pop it on my card. Someone's just told me what it is. It's called Woodland. The embossing folder is called Woodland. Thank you. I think that was Michelle. Yes, Michelle was telling me the name of the embossing folder. Thank you very much. Okay, so in this set we have some framelits. So I'm going to cut out that tree using my Big Shot. Lordy, lordy, where did I put the tree? There it is. I knew I had it. I had it because I had it out because I was like, yes, I'm going to cut that tree out. All right. So I'm just going to bring in the Big Shot once again and cut that. And yes, I just got ink all over my fingers. Here I was thinking I was going to save the ink pad from getting ink everywhere, and I ended up nearly dropping it on my carpet. So how good's that? Well, there you go. Cleaned up the mess. All good. I will now put that ink pad away so I don't get ink everywhere. Ah, that's so funny. And I'll go and cut that. Bring in my Big Shot. Now I'm using my magnetic platform here. So it's really good when you've got pre-stamped images because the magnetic platform allows you to pop your framelit on and it keeps it and holds it in place because of the magnets underneath. So it's fantastic for when you've got pre-stamped images and you want to cut them out. Pop my cutting plate on and run that through. And we have a beautiful tree. Okay, so I'll pop that out of the way. Now, I feel like it's got something missing. I feel like it needs a tree stump. So I'm actually going to grab just a little piece of our Early Espresso cardstock. And I'm going to cut a little tiny tree stump out of that so that it doesn't look like our tree has no stump. I can't stand trees without a stump. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on the back with a little bit of glue. So there we have a cute, cute tree stump for our tree. Just hold it until the glue takes hold, like so. Now that looks so much better with the tree having a little tree stump, don't you think? Okay. So now, I want to line this up. I'm thinking I need to use some ribbon with this, and I want to get a sentiment. I don't know whether I want that. Oh, yeah, I may do that sentiment. Okay, so I want some ribbon, which I'm thinking, this is our fresh fig ribbon, but I think it will go really, really well with our Blackberry Bliss, even though it's not the same colour. Look at that colour combination. I think it will definitely go really well. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm going to bring the Earl Espresso back in and see if I don't get it all over my fingers again. And stamp that sentiment. So I'll line that up. Okay. Beautiful, says Lisa. Much better with the stump. I agree, Kathy. I do. I agree. Definitely much better with the stump. Why they didn't make it with a stump in the first place, I have no idea. So I've just stamped, sorry, and that's probably out of camera shot, but I've just stamped thinking of you this season. And I'm going to grab one of my punches to punch that out. Okay, that one there can do the job. Let me see if that will fit over that. Will it fit? Yes, it will. Look at that. Stunning. Like that. Okay. And then I want to have a bit of a backing in behind that. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Maybe, do I have any gold left? Did I have a piece of gold left big enough? Maybe not. Might use that. Or, I don't know whether I like that. Let me see if I've got some gold in my drawer. Or silver. Silver? No, I think I need gold. Don't know whether I have any gold left. I've been using a fair bit. Ah, I know what I'll do. I'll do gold foil. I have some gold foil here that I can use. That will be the go. Much better. Okay. So I'm going to cut that in half. And pop that in behind. Yep, definitely. Okay. You need the punch too, Michelle. Ah, you girls make me laugh. It looks superb, Matthew. Thank you. Everyone's saying it does look better with the stump. I agree. How can you have a Christmas tree without a stump? They come with a stump. You reckon some knackabilly? Michelle. Knackabilly might make your headache go away, Michelle. Some accidental purchases. If you don't know what knackabilly means, accidental purchases. So if you have an accidental purchase, it just slips into your shopping basket and you have it. You never would have thought to cut it in half. I do this very, very often. You will see me do this so many times because it gives us, oh, don't do that to me. It gives us a lovely little edging that we can do. There. And it just, yeah, it just gives a hint of gold in behind. It's sort of like we need just that next size up in another punch so that we can do this, but cutting it in half works. Okay, do you think I need the ribbon or no ribbon? Yes to ribbon or no to ribbon? What do you think? Yes to a bit of ribbon in behind? Although ribbon looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking I might do the ribbon and then pop that over the top. You need to deal with all this stuff and then the headache will be gone. So true, Michelle. But don't overthink it. It'll happen. It'll work. Okay. So I'm going to use a bit of tear and tape on the back of my cardstock to hold my ribbon on. Let me see. I need it down there. You didn't see me do that. Just made a mistake because I was sticking it on the wrong end. I need it down the bottom end. There and there. So I'm actually doing something exciting next week. I'm actually going to the Lismore show. So if there's any local people that are here, and if you go to the Lismore show, I will be over at the Lismore show in a pavilion over there for 3 days. I will have all my Stampin' Up products. If you wanted to come and have a bit of a look and see what's available and have a chat with me about what it's like to become a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would be happy to chat with you over there. And I will even have everything organized. If you wanted to sign up, I would have everything organized with me that you could do it there and then. I can show you what you can purchase in your starter kit because it's a fantastic opportunity being a part of this company. It's probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. Yes, says Lisa to the ribbon. Margaret says yes to ribbon. Chrissy says yes to ribbon. Everyone's saying yes to ribbon, so obviously I did the right thing. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Lovely to see you. Thank you for popping in and watching me live. Thank you for sharing as well, Elizabeth. Thank you. I've got you trained so well. So for everybody that shares my video, and if you live in Australia, you all go into the entry to win this beautiful stamp set. I will be ordering. I've got a brand new one that's just arrived today, but you will be a chance to win the Winterwood stamp set for sharing my video. But you must type shared in the comments so that I know that you've shared, because if you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, I do not get notified that you've shared my video. So everybody's very good in sharing the video. Jan saying hi to Liz. So are you all crafting today? Who's crafting? Is this going to get you into the crafting mood, sitting and watching me craft? Does that make you want to get into your craft room and get involved? Thanks for sharing, Lisa. Thanks, Carol. Thank you, everybody. Sharing my videos helps me get my business out there to lots and lots of people. And there's lots of people that are crafters that would love to see some of this live crafting happening. And I absolutely love crafting with all you ladies and chatting away. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do a bow. I think I'm just going to leave it plain just with the ribbon so that it's not too much. I feel like with these Winterwood stamp set and things, I think it's nice to not overdo too much with it. So I'm just going to pop that up on dimensionals. And I'm also going to pop my sentiment up on dimensionals as well. Oh, and now my tablet has gone crazy. It doesn't want to play the live video. Hopefully I can refresh. When I can't see it on the tablet, I can't see all your comments. No, it's still saying an error. Okay, let's get out of here and go again. Lordy, lordy. Okay. I have no idea what's going on with my tablet here. It's saying it can't play the video. It was just playing the video. Cancel. Sorry, bear with me, people, while I try and get this sorted so I can keep seeing your comments. Come back, come back. Let me see. Hopefully that's got it. All right, so I'm going to take the backings off my dimensionals. No, it's saying it can't play the video. Thank you very much, Facebook, for crashing on my tablet. Thank you for sharing, Mari. Thank you, Mari and Maria. Thank you very much. Okay, so pop that on, and then I'm going to pop the sentiment on. And I think I'm also going to do a little bit of spritzing. I feel like it could just add a little bit more oomph to the card if I do a little bit of spritzing. So I'm going to pop that just there. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to try and go out of Facebook and go back in. Go out. Out. Thank you. Go back in and see what happens. All right, so spritzing, I want to get, I'm thinking Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella and, okay. Need to hit it on something, so I'm just going to squeeze a bit of my Wink of Stella. Hopefully there's enough in there. Squeeze a bit out. And it's putting beautiful glimmer and shine all over my project, which is fantastic. You probably can't see it in the video. I wonder whether you can see it. Can you see that glimmer and shine? It probably can't get picked up in the video, but spritzing just with your Wink of Stella gives that beautiful glimmery mist. You could also use our brand new shimmer paints in a spritzer to do the same thing. I actually might, just with my, I'm going to bring in a scrap piece of paper, just with my black Stampin' Up marker, I'm just going to spritz a little bit on there because I just wanted a little bit just to add a bit of interest to that. So just flicking with my marker with the end in the lid. It doesn't hurt your it doesn't hurt your markers at all. Application on your tablet then. Oh, I know. I'm trying to I'm trying to reopen it again on my tablet, but my tablet is just like not wanting to play with me this afternoon. Liz and you met when you were neighbours. Now you live in different states. Okay, so that's great. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on that. So there you can see just a little bit of spritzing and just the difference it makes in the card. Just takes that stark look off it and adds a little bit of interest to the background. Okay, so moving right along. The next thing I decided to do was this cute little takeout treats. Who has this cute set? Now, it has a set of framelits, and I think the framelits are the thing that... you love the Winterwood stamp set, Mari? Yeah. Sorry, I'm still trying to get the tablet to do anything. Doesn't want to play this afternoon at all. Not at all. Okay, so this is the beautiful takeout treats. It's a cute little set. Hey Karen, how you going? Cute little set that's in our holiday catalogue. Now in the set you get this framelit. Now this framelit, you cut 2 of these pieces out and it makes this cute little treat box. So what I decided to do was to have a bit of a fun time, show you how easy it is to put this little treat box together. I think for your Christmas treats and things, I think this little set is wonderful. I think it's a great thing to have in your craft room for favors on your Christmas table, for little gifts given to like your children at school if they want to give out gifts to their friends. So it also has some other framelits. Now, this framelit here, you could actually use this framelit and cut a window out. So I'll just show you. I'll pull that framelit off. You could actually cut a little window out of this box and you could put a little bit of acetate in behind, and that way you could make like a beautiful little see-through box that you could have. So if you pop some nice little chocolates and treats and things in there, you could put the window acetate sheet in behind to keep the treats in, but then you could actually see what's in the box as well. So there's lots of fun that could be had with this this little set. So what I decided to do was just show you how to put the treat box together, because it's pretty simple and it's pretty cute. I mean, it is the first time I've done it. Now, everything is scored for you. So what you need to do is fold on all the score lines. Okay. So there's not a score line there, so you don't fold there. Okay, this one here, and this one here. Okay, Susan says, when do I use the thicker cardstock? So are you talking about the Whisper White base that I used in my last card? I used thicker cardstock then, mainly because I feel like our Whisper White is very, very thin and it doesn't give much body to your card. So I actually use the thick Whisper White when I'm doing a white card base. Mainly for that simple fact. It just gives more body to your card and makes your card feel sturdier. I always pop a lot of layers on my cards, so a lot of the time it doesn't really matter, for the simple fact that I do pop a lot of layers on anyway. So I find that, okay, now bear with me here. I've got to try and work out how this goes together. Who's going to help me? Who's going to show me how this goes together? Okay. I'm positive we do this, 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 and this. Yes, we do. Okay, so I'm going to use liquid glue here because liquid glue is my friend. Mainly because I think it will be easier to use a liquid glue. Okay, so what I'm doing is popping liquid glue on that tab, and that tab is going to go on the inside of this one here. Now this is that beautiful dashing along paper that we have, that was a special edition that when you ordered, I think it was over $400 last month, you got the dashing along paper for free. So I've got a couple of lots of it, so I'm now actually using it up. So I thought I'd do a cute little treat box out of this. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that base down because, no, I'm going to glue this one in here. This one. This tab. Okay. So you just need to keep gluing the tabs as you go around, and you'll find the box will then come together. So So I'm going to glue that tab. So just line it up nicely. So look on the outside here, line up your join. You've got to go, Matthew, no worries. Is Michelle trying to help me here? Glue two sides and bottom and the other two sides. Anyway, I'm going to glue that side and then I'm going to glue the bottom. Okay, so that one's going to go in. As you can tell, first time I've used this. Michelle's an old hand at it because she's used it before. That one. Okay, I'm going to glue the bottom and the sides in the next one all in one go. You watch the replay? No worries, Matthew. Make sure you tell your mum I used the bauble set. She will be really, really impressed. She will want to see the replay, that's for sure. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to pop some glue on that bottom layer there so that I've got that happening. So here. And I'm also going to pop some glue on that one there. So that when I close this up, that's going to go together. And I'm going to fold that flap out and that one's going to go together. So as you can see, it goes together really, really easily. Whoops. Just need to hold on to that. I'm all fingers this afternoon. There we go. So wait for the glue to take hold. Okay, so just like that. And then you have your cute, super cute little treat box. You just fold those two in and those two little bits close together to make that super, super cute little box. So I'm just going to make a cute little label. So that's great because you can open it up. You can pop whatever you want to pop inside. So I'm just going to, with the stamp set, it also has a framelit, which I thought was fantastic. This one here. And I also want to use this one just in behind it to create a bit of fun. And there's a stripy stamp in here. So I thought I'm going to use the stripy stamp. I'm going to stamp a bit of cardstock. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment with that label there. Okay, so I think I'm going to stamp, what am I going to stamp on there? Something sweet to eat, I think. That sounds pretty good. It is cute, isn't it, Lisa? I agree. Super, super cute little box. And, I mean, you could fit like a pack of, maybe a pack of little M&Ms or, you know, the little treats that you can get for the kids. Like, I think that would be quite cute. But, yeah, I think it would make for good little gifts. Okay, so I'm going to mount that one up on a stamp, on a block. Then I'm going to grab a piece of Whisper White. And I think I'm going to stamp this one in, I'm thinking Real Red, maybe. Oh, my tablet definitely doesn't want to play this afternoon. Go back. So bad. It doesn't want to play. Okay, so Real Red, I'm going to stamp that down. And the reason I'm going to do this is I wanted to just have a little tiny background. And then, okay, so that, let me see, please work. Nope, doesn't want to do it. Okay, so that, then I'm going to mount that stamp up and I'll stamp that little sentiment. And I think I might stamp that in maybe our garden green. My box is similar to the one you made, Michelle. I do remember you making it. I can't remember what cardstock you used for it, but yeah, I do remember you making it in your video. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that. I'm going to stamp that up here. So something so sweet to eat upside down, but that's okay. So I'm going to cut that out with that framelit. Got room, yep, and I'm going to cut that one out with that framelit. You think you might have to buy this set, Lisa? Same cardstock, really, Michelle? Did I pick the exact same one? I didn't mean to. I'm terribly sorry. I just picked out what I picked out. I didn't really have rhyme or reason happening. I just picked it out. My phone's ringing and nobody's home here to answer it other than me, but that's okay. My answer machine's going, so I'm sure that they can answer. Put a message on the answering machine and I'll get back to them. Do they not realise that I'm doing some live crafting? How dare they ring me while I'm doing live crafting? Just kidding. It's probably my mum or dad. Okay, so I'm just going to line those two up like I've done. Pop on a cutting pad over the top. That one's moved a bit, move back. Now sometimes if your magnets are playing up and they want to move your framelit, just move your cardstock and you should be right. I'm going to leave that one. That one wants to play up, so I'm going to pop that one through. It wasn't even on your radar, this set. It's cute. Wasn't on my radar either until I seen someone make the, actually it might have been Michelle, someone make the little treat box and I went, oh my lord, that little treat box is just too super cute not to get. Hey Deborah, how you going? Okay. So there we have that. Now this is designed to bend. I've just made a bit of a mess of it, but it is designed to bend. So it has two little marks. So it's designed to bend like that. Pardon me with my fingernails here, it's a bit hard trying to get that bend, but that one, and then bend it back. And so it's designed to go on our treat box. I'm going to pop some little dimensionals in behind. Okay, so I'll grab that out of the way. So now what I think I want to do is I want to pop this on the side and then I want to pop this on here. So I think that's pretty cute. So I'm going to glue that one on. So this is just creating a little bit of interest in the background on my little box. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals and pop some dimensionals on the back of my sentiment here. Now, I'm actually happy to, no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to do dimensionals over there, but I'm not. I'm just going to pop my dimensional in behind and I'm going to let that just be free. And so it looks a little bit like a, sort of a bit like a ribbon effect. That's the design of it. I'm just going to pop another dimensional in the middle. And then I'm going to take some of our baker's twine and pop a little bow on. So I just want that one up there, just like that. Okay, so this is so super cute. And then I'm going to grab, I think I want my red. Where's my red? There's my red. This one. Okay, this baker's twine is super gorgeous. So I'm going to make a bow, and bear with me because I've got sticky fingers. I've got a bit of glue on my fingers, so hopefully this bow will be okay. And I must admit, I'm not a very good bow person when it comes to baker's twine. Have no idea why, but I don't do baker's twine very well. Now, you've all seen me tie ribbon bows, but baker's twine I'm a bit... It doesn't play kind with me, but I do use it, but it just doesn't want to play with me at times. But that's pretty cute. Okay, so that's a super, super cute bow that we can pop on. Now, I don't know. Are you all commenting? Because I can't see much comments happening there. I don't know whether it's me, whether my computer is now playing up. Hey, Leanne, how you going? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on. Okay, so I'm going to pop a little glue dot just below there for my... And it wants to stick to my fingernail. Pop on there. Okay, a glue dot there. Oh my Lord, I've got glue all over my fingers. And pop that on. So what do you think? That's pretty cute. A super cute little something sweet to eat treat box. Hey Renee, how you going? Thanks for popping on. Okay, so there we have that super cute little treat box. And that was using our wonderful takeout treats. So I'm just going to pop those framelits in there so I don't lose them. Okay, so now what are we going to do with these new things? We need to do something. That's my last little thing I'm going to do. We need to do something with these new products. Hey Patty, how you going from California? United States, welcome. Thank you for joining. It must be awfully late over there. Is it very late in California? Thank you, Kay, for the smiley faces. Okay. So, once again, I'm going to try this tablet. I have no idea why it doesn't want to work. Come on, let it work. I think I need to go totally out of Facebook and go back in and see if it works. Try again. Let's see. Give me my Facebook page. Yay. Give me my live video. Come on. Work with me. You're so jealous, Michelle, because I've got them. I know. I know. Just wait for that to load. Hopefully that will load. Come on. Come on. Give me my video. There's my video. Let me watch it. Okay, so 9 p.m. I thought it would have been later. Okay, so I think what I want to do, I want to cut these out. So I want you to see what these look like cut out. So I'm gonna run these through the Big Shot in some lovely cardstock that we absolutely love. What color will we do? I might do some lovely balmy blue snowflakes. No, I won't. I'll do white. Boring old white. But we want to see what these look like, don't we? We want to see what they cut out like, I'm sure. So, I'm going to cut a piece 6 inches. Righto. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run these through the Big Shot machine so you can actually see what they do. Okay, Big Shot machine. Okay, let's see how many we can put on this at one time. So we definitely want to see this big one cut out, I'm sure. Okay, so we'll pop that one on. What else do we want to see? This one. I'm sure we want to see a little one. Okay, what else do we want to see? These are super, super cute. Let's cut out some of these. This one. Let's cut out this flower. That looks pretty. Oh, that one. Okay. This looks super interesting. And maybe that one. Need to get out my magnetic sheets so I can pop them all onto my magnetic sheet. Does anyone else hate that sticky tape that we get our brand new framelets on? Does anyone hate that sticky thing, that tape that we have? It is never my friend. It always does things that are really not nice. Trying to get the framelets off. Okay, so I'm going to run this through. Now I'm going to run it through a few times because these are very intricate dies. So I think what we need to do is make sure that we get them run through a few times to make sure we get them to cut out nicely. And we'll see how we go. Deborah's saying, yes, it's horrid. Yes. I know, you nearly bend the frames. Exactly. They're just, yeah, it's just, yeah, one of those things, isn't it? Okay, so now it's stuck to my plate because there's stickiness on the back of my framelets. That's okay. Let's see what this cute framelit looks like. We'll get my little sponge mat. Run my brush over it. This brush is awesome. So awesome for getting framelets out. And getting all the little pieces out of our die cut. But this one doesn't look like it wants to plate. Yes, it does. It's going to come out. Okay, are you ready, everyone? Oh, my Lord. This is super, super cute. Look at that. How awesome is that? Beautiful. Feel free to comment. Feel free to let me know what you think. Okay, some of these have not cut out properly, but that's okay. This little one did. Let me see. What did I do with my pokey tool? This one's a super cute little snowflake. Super cute. Okay, I better not lose all these. I better stick them back on over there while I'm going. Okay, there is a framelit there that has not cut out properly. This one didn't really cut out properly, so there you go. Look at that. This one. Nope. Okay. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to try this way because as you can see, they haven't cut properly. Now, the precision base plate would probably stop this from happening. Am I going to be able to get that on there? These are things that you find out when you first get some framelets. I'm going to try that big one anyway. I want to get that cut out properly. If you cut upside down, they work much better. Look at that when I just cut it upside down. Simply fantastic. Cuts like butter when you put it upside down. So I probably should have done that with all of them. Okay, sorry, I can't see comments here. Daylight saving times. Got to remember 1 p.m. here, not 2 p.m. Yeah, I'm sorry, Renee. I will post that when I go live in future. I will post that it's daylight savings time. Yes, we started daylight savings on the weekend, much to my regret. I don't enjoy daylight savings. It's not something that I look forward to, but it's something that we have to put up with. We don't have the choice. Okay, so now these are very, very fine framelits. So be careful when you're pulling them out of your framelit. I'm going to try running that brush over again. Oh, it doesn't help that I have glue stuck all over my fingers. Okay, so just ease it out. You have any pieces that are going to stick in? Look at that. Oh, my Lord. Who doesn't love snowflakes? Does everybody like snowflakes? Okay, sorry, I'm missing comments here. I'm so sorry. This is so not good. Upside down. You love, yeah. You cut upside down, Michelle? Yes. Someone's saying, let it go, don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay. So, there's a couple of framelits there that I haven't cut out properly. This one's another one that, sorry, this one here we have. But this is giving you a bit of an idea of these framelits and what they can do. Look at that one. That one's pretty. Sorry, everyone. I'm just having a bit of a play here. But I'd like to get that flower to cut out properly. Where did it go? Anyway. All right. That's a few that I've got cut out for you anyway. I'm going to move on to the stamp set. And I have a bit of an idea, just a quick Christmas card with the stamp set. So I'll move that all out of the way. Okay, pop that there. Make sure I don't lose things. Put all my framelits on there so I don't lose them. So that's pretty cute. I got a few cut out there, so that's not too bad. Okay. Try the embossing buddy on my sticky fingers. Okay. Thank you, Julianne. I had, my glue had been sitting upside down, and when I first did the very first bit of gluing, I ended up with a big glob on my finger, and it's been sticky ever since. So, okay, stamp sets. All right, I have an idea with this one, so I just want to play around a little bit with the stamps, just so you can see what they do. So, first of all, I need to find out how big that one is. That is super, super cute. I want to do this big tree. That's what's been taking my eye ever since I got the set. I want to do the big tree. Okay. Should we emboss this big tree, do you think? I think it would be really nice embossed on some dark cardstock. I'll bring in my Night of Navy, that's what I might do. Okay, so the tree stamp looks like it is, we could do 2 3/4 inches, I think would be enough. 2 3/4 inches. By, that's going to be enough, yes, by, we'll say 4 inches. Have a bit of an idea what I'm going to do. That. Okay. Pop that out of the way. Oh, and I might cut, I've got another card base over here, I think. Have I? No, I'll cut a Night of Navy card base too, I think. So 5 3/4 by 8. Okay, fold it in half. That. Okay. I'm going to ink up that. I need the embossing buddy. I'm going to ink up my stamp with Versamark. I'm going to stamp that down. Okay, I'm going to use, I think, silver embossing powder. If I can find my silver. There. Okay. Are we ready for this? Scrap piece of paper. So I will be bringing you more videos using this beautiful snowflake bundle. As I said, I just got it in the post 5 minutes before I went live. The postie turned up with it. So I was like, oh my Lord, I'm so going to use this. So I am definitely winging this right now because, as I said, I got it 5 minutes before I went live. Okay. So I'll bring in my heat gun again. I love silver embossing powder. Look at that. That's the wow factor. I love silver embossing powder on dark cardstock. I love watching it change. That is simply stunning. What do you think, ladies? That's a super beautiful Christmas tree, isn't it? That is gorgeous. It is like magic, Margaret. So true. It is definitely like magic. Okay, so I think this calls for some silver glimmer paper. Now, I cut this one at 2 3/4 by 4, so I need 3 by 4 1/4. Like that. So that's looking super pretty. Okay. Okay. I think I want a Whisper White background on here. I feel like I need a Whisper White. No. Yes, I'm going to do that, and I'll do a Whisper White layer as well. Okay, so this one is going to be 5 1/2, which it exactly is, by 3 3/4. There. I might use that shimmer paper for my sentiment. So that, and I want some Whisper White. I was positive I had some Whisper White layers here, but we can cut the Whisper White layer. Okay. So 5 1/2, so I want that by 3 3/4, so that. Okay. And then I remember seeing something else in this stamp set. Where did I put it? Okay, I remember seeing, yes, okay, I'm going to do this spray up along the top. And I'm actually going to do that along the top of my Whisper White piece, but I'm going to do it with I'm thinking Smoky Slate. Just want it fairly light. I don't want it dark. So I want to try this on a scrap piece of paper because I want to see what colour. Just use that. I want to see what colour it comes out as and whether, ooh. Yes, I want to do it second strength because that's, oh no, actually, I do like it full strength. I'm going to do it full strength. Okay, I'll use that as my scrap piece of paper. So, what I want to do is, I want to get up the top here. I'm taking it off the edge a little bit so that it's definitely happening through there. So, and I'm just going to overlap a little bit. Ah, and it didn't stamp properly. Lordy, lordy, that's what happened. Ah, turn it over. That's why we have another side. Isn't that correct? Just want to smooth that out so it's got an edge where I've cut it. Okay. So whenever you do that, if you want to use the other side and you can see that it's got like a blade edge, make sure you just run your bone folder over the edge and that will stop that issue. Okay, so stamp down and line it up again, and hopefully this time I'm not going to mess up. It did it again. You know what? I'm going to trim it. That'll save the problem. I'll just trim it. I'll trim a tiny little bit off that edge. I don't know why that's... I think because I'm sitting away from it and I'm not right with it, but that's okay. We'll just trim it. See? No problem whatsoever. Okay. See, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, so that onto there. I think that's looking good. Lovely. What are you thinking, ladies? Go with the flow? That's what I'm doing, Deborah. I'm going with the flow. Shirley's saying she's always on the other side. Yeah, well, that's how you do things. You fix things up. I'm actually going to trim this down too because I actually think that's too big. So I'm going to trim it down. So I'm going to take a slither off each side if I can. And now it's going to... Now I'm really messing up. Anyway. Okay, one side. And then the other side. Something in my trimmer. What's that? Something in the track. There. Okay. Probably some of my glimmer paper. There. Okay. That's a bit better. And I'm going to take maybe a slither off that. Let me see, does that line up? I can even take more off that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. I just felt like it was too big on the front of the card and it covered up too much of my lovely spray there. So, yeah. Hence why I did that. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on with glue dots. Fussy cut the tree. I could fussy cut the tree. I could do that. But you know what? I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to stick it on with some glue dots. Because really, in fact, this was just to show you a bit of an idea of what this set can do. And I always have a bit of a play around anyway with my sets before I settle on what I really want to do with it. So okay. Okay, so I'm going to line that up on my glimmer paper. Just like so. Like that. Then I'm going to pop this one on to that glimmer paper. Okay, so I'm going to line that up. Sorry, I can see there's comments there, but I'm too busy concentrating here. I'll check and see what those comments say in a minute. This is very reassuring to see that professionals make boo-boos. Yep, exactly. You could also cut smaller glimmer paper out of the center of the larger one. Yes, you could. And honestly, I can tell you if I had the time, I would do that because there is a lot of wastage in there. But you know what? For the sake of this video and for the sake of ease, I just use the whole lot. So I'm just going to glue that down on my Night of Navy base. And then I'm just going to find a sentiment because I want to pop a sentiment just over the top of my Christmas tree. I want to pop the Christmas tree up in the middle, so I'm going to use some dimensionals. And then I just want a lovely sentiment that we can add to it. But I'm feeling like I want, I don't want that big sentiment that's in there. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the Deck the Halls. Now it's telling me my battery on my laptop is flat, but I have got my tablet. It's going again now, so I can actually see everybody's comments again. It's been a bit of a mismatched afternoon, I can tell you, with all these devices. And then it looks like it's about to storm here as well. So pop that on there like that. And then I want a sentiment that's quite small. Actually, that one there, sending a blizzard of wishes for a wonderful season. That looks pretty good. Where have we got that? That one there. That's not too big. I just didn't want anything to cover up the Christmas tree too much, but that one's quite good. That one. We'll pop it on there. We will grab a piece of Whisper White, which I'm sure I have over here. Do I have a more narrow piece? They're all too skinny. There's a piece that's a bit better. That one. Okay, so I'm going to use my embossing buddy. I'm going to use my Versamark ink. Wow, I have a mess on my desk. I have a massive mess on my desk. Okay, Versamark. Okay, that's upside down. Well, I think it was upside down. It may have been the right way. I actually think I've put it upside down now, but anyway. That's life. Okay, bring in that scrap piece of paper again. Silver embossing powder. I cleaned up some of these things off my desk, I might be right. Like that ink pad for a start, so I don't get ink all over me again. Okay, pop that back into there. So my cards are very glimmery this afternoon. I think I've got my shimmer happening today. I wonder would that look okay under that? Oh, that looks pretty good. What do you think, people? I'm going to emboss that. You've done a bit of crafting today, Shirley? Okay. So I'll let that dry. I think that looks quite nice over the top. Yeah, I'm loving that. Okay, so I'm going to cut that because I want that to be triple banner punch on the ends. Now it's getting really overcast and yuck here, so I'm thinking that we're probably going to end up with a storm again. We got a doozy of a storm yesterday. Who got a storm yesterday? Oh my Lord. I think that's super cute. What do you think, everyone? I love this spray of snowflakes. I think it's simply gorgeous. No, I meant you. That's why it's such a mess. Yeah, I'm crafting. But you know what? That's okay. I'm happy that I'm doing that. So I'm going to just pop a little bit of glue. I'm just going to pop a little bit just on the back of some of these, because I don't actually want it all stuck down, but I just think just on the back of some of those will be perfect. So like that. And then I'm going to pop my sentiment up on dimensionals over the top. Who's loving this card? Oh, you've got rumbling starting out there, Shirley. So yeah, I think we're in for a storm. Did you get hail yesterday, Shirley, in that storm out at your place? People were talking about hail. I don't know whether Lismore, like downtown, got little bits of hail. I don't think we got hail here. I was actually on a video conference meeting, so I didn't really get to see exactly what was going on with the storm. But there we go. How do you like that? It's rumbling where you are too, Vicky? Yeah. That's the one thing I hate about the weather getting warmer. The rumbling and the, yeah, it gets a bit of a worry, I think. I don't like storms at all. So just bring back in those projects that we did today. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay, let me see if I'm in. Oh, let's do this. Let's do that. What do you think? That's some pretty awesome crafting there, I think. Like, I actually think these new sets are absolutely stunning. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with them. So I will be bringing more projects out. But as you can see, these beautiful. Now, these are available for a limited amount of time. We as demonstrators are allowed to purchase these at the moment. I'll just flip you back and I'll have a bit of a chat with you. Oh, flip it back around. Turn around. There I am. Okay, I'm going to turn these lights off so I don't look so horrid, which is there. Okay, that's a little bit better. A little, whoops, I'm a bit crooked. And flipping down a bit, but anyway. So, these are products that are available for a limited amount of time. These will be available for, I'm going to turn that around so you can actually see the writing on them. They will be available. Now I've got to work out where to hold them. They will be, they will be available in next month, November. So we've got this beautiful one here. Snow is glistening. Okay. Lots and lots of snowflakes, and I know that a lot of people are like, I don't know whether I like snowflakes or not, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I think for stunning Christmas cards. And this one here, the Happiness Surrounds, I think is a beautiful set as well. So I think I'll be doing a live video. Hopefully I'm going to jump on again at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon if I'm able to, with work permitting and things. I'm going to try and jump on again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So I will try and get some more ideas with those new Snowflake bundle that's available. As I said, if you wanted to join my team like right now, you can purchase them in your starter kit. So if there's anyone that's thinking about joining, and anyone that would like to ask any questions about joining, please don't hesitate to message me. I would be happy to give you a call. There's no pressure when I call. I just like to let you know exactly how Stampin' Up works and give you the options and let you make the decision yourself. But it's a fantastic company to be a part of, and just because you join doesn't mean you have to sell. So I'm going to flip you back around because that just does my head in being the wrong way. Okay, that is the wrong way. That's the right way. Yeah, so if you wanted to message me, I would be happy to give you a call. As I said, it's just easier to explain things in person rather than typing messages backwards and forwards. But thank you all today for watching. It was a bit of a mismatched live video, but we had fun anyway, and we've created some really cute projects. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you can all join me hopefully tomorrow at 2 p.m. If not, I will be back hopefully next Tuesday at 2 p.m. again. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.